Man, I saw this video and it made me think about so many different things that we dealing with in society in general. So many different things that I as a man I just can't even verbalize. Not that I don't have not because I don't have the verbiage, but because if I did attempt to verbalize, I would be met with so much denial, resistance, and basically attacks. Might even be blackballed, lose my job type shit. You know how it go when you. Anyway, let's just check this out.
See what's going on. Let's see if we can mine out anything, and then we gonna conclude this after we figure it out.
So apparently her license is suspended.
News to me. Okay.
First,
You know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's the dirty DA, Fani Willis, and her boy toy, who she swore was a horrible man and she wasn't dealing with no more. And I just want to give you a little backstory. Where they are is on the side of the road because Fani Willis' daughter, who's pregnant, allegedly, really, whatever, I don't know. She's pregnant in the video. It looked like she's pregnant in the video. Allegedly pregnant. Is out driving with a warrant. This daughter is a young lady, pregnant. Obviously, the child's father isn't around. Her father isn't around. And she's out here not respecting the law. I wonder where she got that from. You guessed it, her fucking mother. Her mother. That's where she got it from. But before we get into Juan-o point, let's
something. Doesn't tell us what for or why or where. Or that's something she's going to have to call DMV to find out. Right.
Man, this black woman ruined the whole black family because she ain't just want to get some dick from this man. She destroyed his whole life with how she went about it. That's a fact. And it's hard for me to believe it was unintentional. We talk about broken families and shit like that. Never mind. Let's check her out.
Probably what happened is she had a...
I'd have fucked her too. I ain't gonna lie about that. I don't want you to... but her giving me the pussy ain't gonna cause all that trouble. But that ain't what she wants. She want destruction, terror, and mayhem. And LL wanted transmissions. But we gonna leave that out.
Speeding ticket, some kind of traffic infraction, never went to court, didn't take care of it. Okay. That's the best guess. So she's gone over to Fayette County Jail, which is right into Fayetteville Square. It's 145 Johnson Avenue. Normally, I would say a couple hours is the process. It just depends on how busy they are and like that. Okay. The driving on the suspended is basically a traffic citation. She's got to have her fingerprints done and picture taken, then she can make her bond.
Now I gotta ask you a question. How you out here enforcing the law and your daughter driving pregnant on a suspended license? And see, this is my problem with the melanated people they put out front to represent us. They always pick the worst version. They always pick a questionable version of us to put in those situations. And they always pick a worse version in the famous ones. I'm not gonna say that lady ain't qualified for her job, but what she did to qualify for that job may not be cool. And then the fact that we also, this whole no abortions, identity politics. This is the whole vibe with that. And what you end up with is an unaccountable system that everybody abuses, but it affects the people. Because make no mistake about it, they was touting her to be, what they trying to force Kamala Harris to be right now. And you see, now when Kamala Harris was out here doing her hoeing and going, they didn't have body cams and shit like this, but it's documented that some of these same kind of activities, messing with married men and things like that, was a norm for Kamala. I give Fani Willis more credit than I give Kamala, because at least Fani Willis was willing to reproduce a black child. But then I also understand why Kamala wasn't. Well, Fani Willis is also actually black though. She's not a diet nigga. You know what I'm saying? She's not Coke Zero. You know.
You can pay it cash, use a bondsman, be 10%, whatever. They've got a list of people over there too that you can choose from and use whatever.
Where was she stuck?
So the vehicle's registered to her.
Okay.
I don't know if it was on a flock hit or if the officer observed some kind of traffic infraction. It wasn't me. I didn't make traffic.
Man, I ain't about to listen to that shit no more. This is the whole problem, that I was just talking to a young black lady about, and I was also talking to one of the mothers of one of my daughters about, like, we can't keep raising these little black girls to be unaccountable. We just can't. Everybody deserves the right to be special, but the differences we put as black parents within our daughters as our sons, we expect our daughters to do certain things, but outside of that, we don't make them accountable for their decisions at all. And this shit has ran rampant. I will not be making this mistake with my daughters. I won't. And Fani Willis, you put Trump in jail. You got the mug shot. You got Thug going through this case that's falling apart. Your city been a violent city with unnecessary murders all this time. I just don't get it. And then you so cocky, you don't even have the wherewithal to drop this dude off at the gas station or something before you pull up. You inspire me to make sure I raise my daughters better. I give you that shit though. You also inspire me a hard on. I'm in the fucking debaucherous bitches every now and again. We out.